So for step 20, the front lower arms, well, as you can see, it's just grabbing the arms and popping in those P7 pieces. I don't know why this is a separate step, because we could have just continued on to the next one, 21, where we're going to attach everything. But that's the way they've got it, so we'll pop those in and then move on. So yeah, this is going to be the most difficult step of the whole build. You don't even need to know which one's which at this point. We're going to grab that P7 and listen. Oh, it's popped in. Great. Okay, we're going to grab the other one. Let's pop that in. Oh, man, now that was hard. So there we go. Step 20 is complete. So we're going to move on to step 21, where we attach the front lower arms. So for step 21, attaching the front lower arms, well, we're going to need to grease these up, both on that side and on this side, then slide on the A7 piece. Now you'll notice we've used A7 before in the rear, and you can tell that the reason it's the same piece is if you were using this as a front-wheel drive car, the gearbox would have to fit in there, so it would have to have a similar design. So there's our arms. There's that A7 piece, and all we've got are these two ME2 screws. So I'll set this up and let's put this together. So first off, we're going to need to grease this up. Now just notice it says right, left. Well, you can see here that this is the indentation is on the top, because if we were to use it this way, you'll notice it's closed off and it needs to be open. So we know it's going in that way. So I'm going to just grease this up. And grease it up on the other side. And you can see that if we do this right, it's got to go in that way. So this is going to go into the bottom hole that's right there. So that's going to go in there like that. Just let it push it to the side for a second. We're going to grease this side up. And again, you can put on as little or as much as you want. It's kind of a personal preference. I've got enough grease that I'm kind of just trying to lube every part of it. And now that that is done, we can now do the same thing where we know it's got to have the open hole facing forward. So we're going to slide that into the hole right there. And then this piece is going to slide over top of those pieces we just put on, and then it's going to come together right there, and you can see how that's going to fit, and the two screws are up at the top. So let's take this one and screw it in somewhat, grab the other one, screw that one in. And now that they're both in, I'm just going to screw this one all the way down. Well, let's go back and forth. Let's see where we're at with this. There we go. And voila. So there we have our front lower arms in place, the front upper arms in place. And I mean, like I said, it looks very similar, because if this was the front wheel drive version, this is where the drive joint and everything else would be in your differential. So it looks the same, but obviously the way we're building this, it's not going to be there. So that part is complete. So we can move on to now step 22 and work on the front uprights.